morning, everyone. It's Ronnie again. I hope you guys are having a great week. I have been working with a grocery store dietitian this week, and it's been a lot of fun. So I was going to talk about something that I've been able to research through this rotation. Got my coffee. Got my dog. She's not really that social right now. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Stand up. No. Okay. Maybe she'll appear later in the video. Anyways, so I'm going to talk about something that I got to learn a little bit more about. Sorry, there's a hair. Got to learn a little bit more about this week, and that I think will help clarify some confusion. I happened to ask the people on my Facebook what they think this was. Got a variety of answers, no answers, wrong. But this video will just be to clear up a little confusion around plant-based diets. So coffee down. Okay, so to start, plant-based diets. I got a lot of answers about what plant-based diets are. Really in-depth answers, some really simple answers, and they were all great. So I wanted to kind of clarify it a little bit more. So when we're talking about plant-based, it's really like it's a lifestyle, and because there's so many diets that are in a plant or that qualify as plant-based, the definition is a little fluid. So it emphasizes and celebrates plant-based foods. Does not have to be limited to just plant-based foods. Utilizes evidence-based ideas, and proportionately you eat more fruits and vegetables and legumes and whole grains. So that's kind of what plant-based actually is. Again, because there's a lot of diets that fall under plant-based, the definition is very fluid and vague. So, but I really want to point out the emphasizes and celebrates the not limited and the evidence-based, because I think that's really important, that if you are following a lifestyle of eating that is evidence-based, health claims that you won't get hurt by the diet. So plant-based diet. So we do think of plant-based diets as being very, very plant heavy, which is good. So we have our vegans, our vegetarians, and our pescatarians. Vegans are, no animal products whatsoever. Vegetarians, a little more flexible. You can have things like honey and eggs and milk. And then pescatarian, you can have seafood, eggs and milk and dairy and honey and things like that. So it's kind of like the strictest to the not so strict when it comes to the traditional plant-based diets that we think of. But there is another one I want to talk about that I think a lot of people would actually fall under. It's called Flexitarian, and Flexitarians, they kind of emphasize a little bit more than just fruits and vegetables. So it's mostly fruits and vegetables, legumes, whole grains, mostly protein from plant sources, but it is flexible. So you can have animal products, and then it's the least processed and most nutritional foods and the most natural foods. So I really like Flexitarianism because it talks about the least processed, which is really important, because something could be vegetarian or vegan, but be very highly processed and not at all natural. I like the flexible with animal products because, if you're going to choose between a meat alternative burger that has a billion ingredients versus a 100% turkey or 100% beef burger that just has the ground meat in it, then it's probably a better option under this diet to go with the animal product because it's less processed and more natural. So that's flexitarianism. A lot of people actually qualify as flexitarianism because they are more conscious and eat more plants. They try to eat more plants, but tend to not limit themselves to the animal products. I also like flexitarianism because it's all about what you can have versus a lot of other plant-based diets focus on what you shouldn't eat or you can't have. So that's something to keep in mind. And so some benefits, obviously they're good for your health, good for the environment, and good for your wallet. Large quantities of meat cost a lot of money. So if you can add tofu or beans or legumes to meat products, you can actually make the meat product last longer. So like black beans and turkey, mixing those together makes the turkey last a lot longer, and black beans are fairly inexpensive. So, good for your health. You get more fiber when you eat more plants. You get more vitamins and minerals when you eat more plants, and keeps our gut happy, which keeps our brain happy. And then good for the environment. Farming plants takes less energy, makes less of a carbon footprint than farming a lot of animals. So that's something to be mindful of. So yeah, so these are like the basic benefits of eating more plants. And so I wanted to include some tips as well. I don't know where the dog went. So some tips. A lot of people, the one thing that they have trouble with is finding out how to actually eat more plants. So start small, replace one thing a week that is meat with a plant, black bean burger instead of a regular burger. You can make black bean burgers at home with fairly, little ingredients. So you can try that. Start familiar. So again, with the black bean burger, burgers are familiar. So try switching to something that, you eat often and that you could try a plant-based version of, and, have fun. Like, food's supposed to be fun. Food's supposed to be enjoyable. You're supposed to feel good when you eat. You're supposed to feel good after you eat. And so really just trying to be more mindful of the choices you're making, trying to eat more plants to get more nutrients, and, trying to have fun with food. I know that it's hard sometimes to have fun with food if you're cooking a lot or if you have some, altered relationship with food, but ultimately eating is supposed to be good for your mind, body, and soul. So yeah, so that's plant-based diets. Whatever one you want to follow, that's great. Just try to make sure that if you are following a specific diet, that it is evidence-based and, good for you, because a lot of diets out there that are not that great for you and just cost a lot of money. So anyways, Luna, are you gonna come visit? No, sorry, the dog doesn't want to visit. She might visit next week. So have a great day. If you have any questions, leave them below. Again, this video is for entertainment purposes only. So yeah, enjoy. See you later.